Hey guys, it's Weds. I'm going to show you the wildest finish I've ever seen in this game with this new boss. Now, because I fought the boss so many times and I gotta give you guys some tips and some advice, hopefully you can follow the advice before you go into the fight and eventually you'll get it done. Now, as you know, with any new boss in the game, the community is gonna have to learn the mechanics and they're gonna have to learn to play together. Unless you go with a pre-made team, it's gonna be 50-50. So you never know what you're gonna get. But most likely, you're gonna fail, but a lot of time, once everybody get used to it, then you will succeed. Now, with Deathstalker, since the beginning of the update, I've already done it like between 8 to 10 times, and then 2 of those we won, but the rest of them we fail. Now, the best thing I can say for you guys is just make sure you just bring some tankiness. Bring as much tankiness as possible. And make sure you get the elemental resist. So I'm going to show you real quick. If you go into the boss, and you can see the elemental resistance for Toxin recommendation is 10,000. So just make sure you get that. And I went with 2 different builds with my Enzo. I also went one time with Ajax. I gotta tell you, Enzo was the best build. And the tankiness of this build that I was running was really good. Let me show you the setup that I was running for Enzo real quick. Just in case you are Enzo. This build kind of reigns supreme, to be honest with you. So I make sure that I have the maximized toxic resist, and I have on my component. And on my component right here on the processor, I also have the toxin resistance. So with the resist, it multiplies that and then gives me that amount that I need. If you don't go in there with no toxin resist, you're going to suffer a lot. Those skulls that come at you, they have toxin. Even those rings that comes at you, I believe they have toxin too, because you get hurt whenever they hit you. And for me, I went with a tanky build, so wasn't too much of a problem, but depends on which one build that I use. The first time that I beat him, I was running a health build instead of the shield build, so that one I died twice. But with the shield build, I never died. In fact, I was doing raising people left and right, trying to revive people, trying to keep the run alive. But this one was so wild. But we have a Eugen, I believe, in the team. I think that guy was keeping everybody alive. But even him go down, so I had to pick him up. And yeah, that build is really OP when it comes to, bosses in this game. The Enzo build, the overwhelming shield build. If you have an Enzo, I suggest you actually give this build a try, and you are going to be good. Now, the mechanics of the boss fight. The skulls are going to be coming at you, so you need to try to shoot them to avoid them. They're not going to stop following you until they hurt you. So just make sure that you kill them. And the boss is shooting at you, and you're getting poisoned. And the rings, they come in, sometimes they come in at eye level, sometimes they come in at knee level. So you got to know which one to actually avoid as far as jumping, and the other ones is just make sure that you're at the level. Sometimes it depends on where the boss is, then, you just got to pay attention. And me as an Enzo, I was buffing the team with giving them supply, ammo, also giving them the crit. Whenever they pick it up, they pick it up. If they don't pick it up, that's okay. But I was doing all I can, reviving people, doing all that kind of stuff. So go in there with some tankiness. Otherwise, you're going to suffer. This boss is no joke. At least not yet, because right now everybody's learning the mechanic. And then when he goes immune, so there is a ring, and then there's like a drone type of thing that's going to be around the arena. There's a couple of them, so you got to make sure you go to the right one. And then when you go inside the circle, the boss is shooting at you, other enemies coming at you, and that drone thing, looking thing, looks like a vault, is also throwing stuff on the ground, so you got to avoid. So you got to make sure that you fill up that circle, and then you're going to go back to DPS. So if you know the mechanics, just participate in the fight a few times. I think you'll get it. And a lot of people is going to get it. It is the first day, so it's not going to be as easy as people might think. Then again, it is also not as hard as people might think. I thought it was going to be, harder than what's the last one? Gluttony. I think this one is easier because this one is more approachable than Gluttony. But you just got to go in there with the right attitude, with the right stuff, then you are going to be good to go. I'm going to let the gameplay run for you. If you want to watch it, it's fine. If not, just follow my advice. Just do the right thing. Go in there. You're not going to always find the right team, but, don't get frustrated. Just get the right setup, and you should be good to go. Anyway, that's all we got. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.